Namdo Duru Zerge Dajin Denzin Bame Rinke Chero Ninde Jige Nongwe Dojo Dengen Rula Chaze Chero Gendo Zije Danye Tage Zome Jage Yongzon Changyo Nimbe Lange Karma Mije Debe Jige Dodo Omen Jige Inge Borondo Dozo Lanje Ginge Razen Chegoro Ngenzon Denge Boe Doye Lame Jolo Geja Dozo Ndoye Lona Jeno Lijen Ginge Jadone Shingdang Ezere Tangjen Nangka Le Jan Shenbin Da Shen Jinni Chebara Chito de lake Shue Dan Chabji Do Dene Semjen Tamji Gi Dondo Zogwe Sanji Gi Gobang Dogo Yu Di Chito Chunin Gi Yu Nyambe Samba Cha Chewa Changjo Sengi Do Nangon Do Dane Deno Chi Shue.
Good evening. Please listen to Dharma with vast motivation of bodhicitta, thinking that I would like to achieve the perfect Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. So tonight we are going to continue from the previous talk on last Saturday on loving kindness and compassion from the ornament of precious liberation. And out of 6 categories, we have 2 left, which are the measure of practice and the qualities or benefit of the practice. And I'm going to talk on these 2 topics tonight first.
Tene tadi tse di ta penjere ngaso dingsangi nega dhuwa na lakher dhuwa ji ta raya gi kanso tse dhuwa ji tadi tse di gandhe jik la lep na tene chamba chombi gi tse di la lepare chamba kombi gi kanso ta lakher de rawa re se na tene Rang Devar Debi Lo Mebar Rang Devar Deba Dang Rang Kibur Debi Lo Mebar Semjin Kona Devar Deba Zamna Seta Semjin Rang Dedu Sangin Kidu Kanechik Jungwa Yinaya Ta Semjin Tamji Dene Devar Debi lo kona mato rang debi dewa lo meba chik jungba ina di kabla dene ta jamba jungbe gi tse droba chik tang dene jamba gombe gi ta gongso ta lake tar churwa droba chik ta insari tse chi droba chik.
So out of 6 division or categories on the teaching of Maitri and Karuna, today is the 4th, which is called the measure of the practice. So if you ask how far we have to practice it, or how long, until what? According to this modern days, when will you get the certificate of practicing the Maitri and Karuna? If you ask that, then the text says, when one does not desire happiness for oneself, which means one should become completely carefree for oneself, and the next line it says, but only for others sentient beings. So when your mind only cares for others, and actually that is the perfection of the practice of loving kindness. That means when you have a mind that only cares for the other's well-being, and that is the time when we can get the certificate of practice on this subject, loving kindness and compassion.
Tene nyingji gomne nyingji jongbegi tse toboji gandeji gadeji la shagire na rang la jebar jinbi detak chune da rang la jebar jinbi lotak di chune semjen thamje la dungel dang debar debigi lo rang dungel dang deldegi lo di tha chune tene semjen thamje dungel dang deldegi 로 대양 가점 책점 마인바를 닝 탁관이 되네 현재된 걸로 되게 봐 나뒤 남게 봐이나 딜라 걸로되네 닝지 정백이 체 저거지 레바이.
So the difference between the measure of practice of the loving kindness and compassion is when you have mind of caring for others is almost same, but when you have mind thinking only for the other's well-being or others' happiness, that is the measure of practice on loving kindness. And when you have a mind that only cares others be free from the suffering and the causes of suffering, that is actually the measure of the practice of karuna or compassion. So in both cases, the most important thing is that we have to able to let go the clinging of importance for oneself. We usually have this very strong sense of clinging oneself, the most important one. Then the other is next. Here we have to be able to change that notion or that attitude, and we have to put others first. We have to let go ourselves as an important person. Then we always think others are more important than oneself. Then we will have naturally care. So just talking from mouth is not enough. We have to have that from the very bottom of our heart, our mind. Then that is the measure, the perfection of the practice of loving kindness and compassion.
다 디인의 양 알아서 참참 어니 강조 잠바 곰나 다와 고세 곰거래 샤보 가제 곰거래 로 고제로 닝제 곰나 되네 로 가제 곰거래 다와 가제 곰거래 거디 강조 곰바 첼랄레 기레세 다 된데 삼로 거르게 망고 여러 가서 다 디인의 로당 다와당 샤보기 첼라 되네 강조 닝제당 잠바 곰베기 첼디 샤야 마임바 다 세대 가바샤고도서나 다 샤보직 튠지 곰바 있나야다 로당 다와 곰바 있나야다 메시지 곰바 있나야다 도르나 되네 랑데기 로디 도르투바직당 되네 신 대화당 된데당 동에 저되기 로직게 투바이나 되네 튠직라 된데지 양다고직게 투바이나 인지 정배 대 잠바고 메이대로 레투바지당 되네 강소 디 랑데디 도르마투 신나 되네 강소 신들레 랑데 조르 차바이나 되네 로당 다와가 되고네 인지당 잠바고 메기 첼라 레마투바이도 차.
So sometimes we have questions for ourselves. We say how long we have to practice on kindness and compassion. How many days, how many weeks, or how many months, and how many years, and so forth. But actually the practice of loving kindness and the compassion is not measured by time, saying 1 week is enough, or month is enough, and so forth. But it is measured by how much you can train your mind. For example, even within one session, if you be able to change yourself for others, which means if you can let go all the clinging of yourself being the most important person, and then if you have the attitude of regarding others more important than oneself, then even one session is enough for you. And that is already your practice on loving kindness and compassion is perfect. But even you practice for whole life, for example, at the longest, still you don't have this attitude. You are still thinking yourself more important than others, and you are caring for yourself more than the others. Then that means even you practice for whole life, your practice is not perfect yet. So that's how you measure the practice, perfection of the practice of loving kindness and compassion.
다 건배 연대네. 당워 잠바 건배기 연대네. 다 연된 다 체 저버지 간대 열에서나 연된들라더니 체 매바 빡도 매바래. 다와 드메 돌레장 최바 체매 남망 진예바 신리 제와 탁지 담예도 깨부 촉라 최바 대제비 잠비 세당 정라 차미 베세담 미지기 되는 잠바 곰바다 미지기 되는 신 제와 탁지 나로 되는 최비기 예지기 강내 되는 깨부 촉 상제당 정여선마들로 표와 디니 선남기 촉 수치기래서나 되는 잠바 곰바디 선남기 촉 치기래 디다 간소 정당 셀라야 미베바 다 젠더 메바쳐 잠바 곰바디 데메로 차기래.
So the benefit or the qualities of practicing loving kindness is immeasurable, limitless, infinite. And one obtains limitless qualities by practicing loving kindness. And the Moon Life Sutra says, this is the quotation from Sutra, limitless offering of a various object, filling millions of fields, offered to the Supreme Beings, that cannot equal to the practice of loving kindness. So this is what this quotation is showing. The meaning of this quotation is, for example, if someone is practicing loving kindness, meditation on loving kindness, and someone is making last for offering, a material offering, by filling all millions of the world and then making offering to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of like 3 times and 10 directions and so forth. If you compare the merit of that offering to the merit of that person who is doing the meditation on loving kindness, then actually the merit of practice on meditation on loving kindness is much more. And there is no way that it can be compared by the other merit.
숨지 가세도 년의 뒤숨 진배장 잠바 유점 탕지기 수남달라 charme 제송다 디던다디 공기던 지바랑데도 롱인 지우체세 내가 있는 여보세요 제송선 장주 마토게 바르도 양 폐연 제 톱대 다 상제기 고바 마토바 있나야 마토베기 링라 코로알 네비기 갑도 양 되네 폐연 넘버 잠바 공백이 폐연 넘버 제 톱게래 다 내갑기 폐연은 도도디 린젠 생활에 탐미 잠바로 줄바당 다 하당 미 탐지기 되네 랑라 잠바로 제게래 잠바 제게래 잠바 제발라 델라 때네 되네 강소 다랑기 삼비기 된 탐지 되네 배들 전부 먹어봐 되네 배들 매발 툭툭 좀 연구해서 돼.
예, 전전장 루트 비송으로 알고. 전전장 루트 비송으로 봐. 파블로 비송으로 봐. 당보단도 정말 땡겨서 롱이데. 딱이 롱이데. 당보단 당보단도 길롱 정말 땡겨기 롱데다. Okay, so we have more quotation. The first quotation was from Sutra, which was taught by Buddha himself. And then now the next quotation was from treatises that was written by Nagarjuna, and it's called The Precious Jewel Garland. So it says almost same thing, but the different quotation from Sutra and the treatises. Food cooked in 300 pots and given to people 3 times a day, that merit cannot be matched by the practice of loving kindness for one moment. So almost the same. It says, if you practice generosity, giving food to all every day 3 times people, like you cooked in a 300 pots and that give every day 3 times a day. If you practice genuinely on meditation, on loving kindness, actually the merit you receive from this is much more than that generosity you practiced earlier. So that's actually just showing you how much benefit is there to practice loving kindness and compassion. So in general, there's not limit. It's infinite. We cannot express everything. But somehow, there specifically the 8 different kind of benefit is mentioned. It says, until you become Buddha or until you achieved Buddhahood, while you are practicing, there will be 8 different kind of benefit by practicing on loving kindness. And then again, we have quotation. One will receive the 8 benefit of this practice of loving kindness until one achieve enlightenment. The quotation is again from Precious Jewel Garland by Nagarjuna, and it says, one will be loved by the gods and human being and will also be protected by them. So if you practice loving kindness well enough, then you will be loved by everyone. And then not only human being, also all the gods. And then not only that, and you'll be not only you'll be loved by them, also you'll be protected from them in every situation of life.
대인들다 삼된 탐지 배매도 흔줍도 중거나 탑시 가래고도 잠바곰 거고도.
And also your all wishes will be spontaneously accomplished without putting too much effort. Therefore, if you wish your wishes to be fulfilled, then you should practice loving kindness. So I think it's better to practice on loving kindness than practicing Zambala.
대다기정 숭화당 달하당 미 대다 탐지기 랑라 결긴 바르체 미튼비기 촉 탐지레 숭접지기리 되게고 대인들다 말한도 미당 미마인기 뇌바 가래외바 있나요 대레 잡고나 되네 숭접 약속이 되네 잠마고 봐 니바든
So since the second benefit of practicing loving kindness, it says you will be protected by gods and human. Therefore, if you need protection from any fears, then also the best protection will be practicing on loving kindness.
대내 숨바디 이대와당 대망당 대내 거기서 미카시 대내 하장기 저와 전부다 하장기 대내 거기서 더왕당 거네 전부 대내 강야 매바 있나요 배 대내 거랑 sembakibu lui la nasa meba tebo semla kangel meba kibu tene yongge de yang tene gangla tene jungge yoresna tene jamba da temporary kombala tene jungge yobare do tindi tene semba tebo da lu tebo lu semni tebo kibu konaya 가르쳐고 그서나 jamba kongo yoresna.
And the third benefit of practicing loving kindness, it says, the quotation from the Precious Jewel Garden says, will achieve mental peace and many happiness. So we can see some people, even they are not very rich materially, but somehow they can lead their whole life with a very peaceful way. With no tension in mind and no suffering or sicknesses on physical body and so forth. So this certainly would be, we can say this is the result of practicing a little bit on loving kindness. Therefore, if you want to have a peaceful life with peaceful mind and then healthy physical body, then again you can practice loving kindness, and that's the best way to achieve this result.
Dene ngaba de dugdang chengi neme dangze ngaba dugi neba meba dang juba de chengi neba meba dene
shibade
na
shibade mastne kedanda I deva de
shiba lui dewa dang sem dewa ni re do
tin yisumba shibade
lui dewa dang sem dewa.
Okay, then the third one is peaceful mind, and the fourth is the physical comfort or physical happiness. And now we have the fifth one. Fifth one is not harmed by poison. Last one.
Dene dugdang chengi neba meba da kabre dene mi duba jen landi duba jen dene gi dene chendang dugla sobegi neba zamba ina yang dene digi nye tugi meba re pena sangje chomdende dene doji den 장조 신기 정도 ngoma zoba sangje jeagi chedola kedum nyambar shubegi kapsu dene du 막 제와 타자 되네 남한의 천재 탐지 되네 차르바바나 바바이나야 되네 상제 예살래지 정말 매독이 기 차도 주네 되네 내독이 매버리 되네 상제기 잠마곰마 이게 잠마곰네 되네 잡아야지도 어디인데 다 독당 챙기 내발에 잡거나 타르거나 가리고 제고도서나 잠마곰 거고 봐는
독당 챙이데 찍지고 이지고
나
된다 소도 찍래 이
가가리는
가가라와 ngaba 가라와. So the fifth and the sixth benefit of practicing on loving kindness is you'll be protected from poisons and from weapons. So if you want to be protected from poisons or weapons, then again you can practice loving kindness. And then, for example, when Buddha was at the very last moment, just before he became fully enlightened, he was there, sat cross-legged to complete his practice and become the Buddha. Then the Mara tried to disturb him, destroy his samadhi by showering weapons. But somehow, when these weapons come near the Buddha, they all turn themselves into flowers instead. And this is actually by the power of the perfect practice on loving kindness. Therefore, if you have a good practice on loving kindness, then even someone like to try to harm you by poison or weapons, you will not be harmed. They can never be able to harm you.
되는 땅와마잖아 다리게 되는 내림 대라양 되네 강서 응은곡기 체도 있나야한다 내 중엔데도라 다 내래 타로이기 체도 있나야한다 다 곰tum나 탑시 약시 맨 약시디 되는 잠바고면 인자리 곰tum.
So I think if we genuinely can practice loving kindness, and this is the best medicine, bad remedy, and bad antidote for this situation of pandemic. For example, if you have not infected, then it will protect you from getting infected. If you are already infected, then it will help you to pacify the sicknesses, so forth. Therefore, if you really can practice well, genuinely loving kindness, and this is the best medicine for oneself and for all others in this situation.
되네 둠바디 배바메바 된톱당세다 최기 체도 되네 되녀리 제바이나라 지딩기 되녀리 있나야라 되녀 강이 이번에 있나야 되네 공소 배들 먹어 bar 되네 배들 첨부 먹어 bar 되네 배들 충충기 된 첨부 되네 레로 보지네 뚝뚝이 그래 되네 잠먹어야지 탑시 야신.
And the seventh benefit of practicing loving kindness, it says, the quotation says, will achieve his or her wishes without effort. So, whatever you are wishing for, if you practice loving kindness well, they will just spontaneously accomplish without putting too much effort in it.
Tene yebade changbe jigden gyawar joruze. Tene 다 창백이 jigden de sukham no delha ridugleya gene da sukham 창백이 jigden do tene gyawar lamba jore gyawar tobar jore.
And then the last and the eighth, it says you will be born in the Brahma lok, or the world of Brahma, which belongs to the realm of form. And then after you're passing through the sixth God's realm of desire realm, then the first God's realm of form is called the Brahma realm. So it says if you practice loving kindness well, then you'll be born in the Brahma realm or Brahma world.
다 갈데 돌월 마주르 장 잠체 있는 제도 보세. 대인들다 말랑서 셰랍 다음에 동반이기 지 마순 신 마투바 인디 되는 코로알레 돌두고요 말에. 그래서 디 다음에 도비 셰랍기 지 마싱이 바돌라. 되네 디 코로알레 돌 마투바 있나양 코로알라 네비기 값소 되네 잠바 공비기 연된 제보대 도벌 주게래.
And the quotation, we still have two more lines. It says, even one who is not liberated from samsara will obtain these 8 qualities of loving kindness. So what that means is, when we practice loving kindness, if we cannot combine the practice of loving kindness with the view of emptiness, then we cannot be liberated totally. But somehow, even we are not liberated from samsara, we will have these 8 different qualities that has been just explained. We will achieve that while we are going through the samsara.
Tene jamba dela da sherap dame dobe sherap tongbani ki zi simba ina tene jigden debi ki lam tene da sadang wani bani ya.
Then of course, when you practice loving kindness, which is embraced by the wisdom of selflessness and the view of emptiness, and that will become the real cause of the beyond world, which means you will achieve the first bhumi, second bhumi, and so forth.
야 랑기 숭와르 양 잠바 곰바디 상와인데 다 랑로 숭접 고게 연나양 되네 잠바 곰바디 초도 줄바리 베르나 잠세 짐바 침보시노 잠세 짐바 침보세근데 되네 상지 좀 되니기 깨랍직나래도 대 직제나 선이나 양아도 갈래 마 쉬촉서 이 로지 중디.
And again, the ornament of precious liberation says, to protect oneself, the practice of loving kindness is best, as in the story of Brahmin Mahadada. So actually, the Brahmin Mahadada was one of the Buddha's previous life, and then maybe we might have time in the future to go through his history.
셴기 숭월양 잠바곰바디 상와인데 다 셴 랑기 제갑 랑기 콜로마 가레 숭고 숭 가레라 숭접 제고게 요나양 되네 잠바디 곰바이나 데 강소 숭접 되네 초도 접어 차게 요래 베르나 제버 잠비 톱기 되네 잠바 곰발라 되네 되네 코랑기 제갑딜나라 되네 한 미당 미마이 강기장 네바 제마도 바인데 딘당 지버레.
And practice on loving kindness is not only the best protection for oneself, but also it is the best protection for others also. And if you want to know the example, then it's mentioned clearly in the history of King Bala Maitreya, where because of practicing on loving kindness, his subject and his country, everything has a very good. And then we can, if we have time, we can go in detail again. 두조 연애 양 정말 해쳐라데 단다데 두조 톱송은 정말 다기 랍해요 결보 참배 떡이 로규야 두조 톱송은 정말 해야지 나서
아야 다디기 잠배기 공배기 폐연 연된도 보죠 다 닝제 공배기 폐연 연된데 쉬나 닝제 공배 연된 박도 매대 젠레시기 똑바져 발레 최직이나 상직이 최담제 락들도 샤바타부로 줄데 직강신나 디다데 닝제 첨보 셰송소세 다 상직이 최담제 락들도 여바타도 여바도지 셰고고도 삼나 가레고고도 그러잖아 델 닝제 공거리 다 라마 자침모도 되는 최강라양 톡바메바 신도의 락들도 샤바나 셰도에 대해 가르는 인제 공백이 되버려도 다 되는데 디다데 인제 첨보 셰송소 최양다버 뒤비 돌레장 좀 된데 디다데 콜레주르 젤베 콜로 림보체 강도 치바 대를 풍기 속 탐지 치우 좀 된데 대신도 장조 선배 인지 전부 강도 치바 대를 상직이 최담지 치우 셰송소.
So that was the benefit of practice on loving kindness, the 8 qualities, and now we'll be talking a little bit about the benefit of practicing karuna or compassion. Limitless qualities arise from the practice of this meditation on karuna. And the quotation, it says, there is a text called Expression of the Realization of Generosity. It says, if one had just one quality, it would be as if all the Buddha's Dharma were in your palm. And what quality is that? It's great compassion. So you say if you have good practice on compassion, then everything is already concluded there. For example, those great lamas, or highly realized lamas, knows everything. So why is that? Because they have a perfect practice on karuna. So they have perfected the practice on karuna. That's why they know everything. So that's what it means. If you have one, then it's as equal to have all the Buddha Dharma, and that's great compassion. And also, the other quotation, a sutra called Accomplishment of Dharma Dhatu says, Bhagavan, wherever the precious will of the great monarch is, actually great monarch is Chakravardin. I think that's better to translate Sanskrit word, but that's how we use. I don't know if you say just great monarch has the equivalent meaning with Chakravardhan or not. I don't think it has. So if you know the Sanskrit term, that's better. Anyway, great monarch here is the translation of Chakravardhan or Kolo Gyurbi Gyalpo in Tibetan is found. They are all his troops. Bhagavan, likewise, wherever the great compassion of a bodhisattva is found, there will be all the dharma of the Buddhas.
대신 세계 상위 도래장 상위 다고 탐지 김비 시디니 닝지 자원의 중과 인노 시송소 다 상위 다고 차나도절라 되네 탐지 김비 시디 강내 중화에서는 닝지라 되는 중화에 되는 송바래 다 닝지라 되는 중의 줌생 가래는 되는 말주네 대다를 잠배 샘진남 대화 토바르 되징 당보 잠바 공발라 때니 샘진 담지 대화단데 말돼 대제도 닝지 공발라 때니 샘진 담지 두멜단 들월 돼 잠남 다 잠바당 닝지 다 공도 셰바는 체당된 바디 검사네 되는 랑 지부 시대 토바를 미조대 랑 지부 되는 시원양대 토백이 쪼와 매바 대인디 되는 샘진 탐지기 되는 상지기 토바를 거와당 쪼와 용기요래 델라데네 시월라 차비 님바로 줄네 되네 강조 상지기 고방이 최 주발라 되네 쪼와 여발라 되네 배들 침보 제투기 여발이 델라데네 되네 상지기 최다 민이젤라든 중계를 좀 생도 되래
We have more quotation. The showing the secret of Tathagata Sutra says, Guhyapati. Guhyapati is another name of Vajrapani, same. In Tibetan we say Sangwe Dagbo, and then Guhyapati or Sangwe Dagbo, if you translate the meaning of this word, is Lord of Secret. Pati is Lord, or honor, actually, Dagbo or honor, Pati, and Guhya is secret. So, Lord of Secret, this is another name of the Vajrapani, same. So he said Guhyapati, because I think he was teaching to the Vajrapani at that time. The primordial wisdom of omniscient one grows from the root of compassion. So from this quotation we can see how much important the compassion is. Okay, thus, when through loving kindness one wants all beings to achieve happiness, and through compassion one wants all beings to be free from suffering, then one is no longer interested in achieving one's own peace and happiness. So, usually in this chapter, this is said the practice on loving kindness and compassion is said to be the remedy or antidote of being attached to the peace or pleasure of peace. Shive Deva, in Tibetan we say pleasure of peace, which is the solitary realization and so forth. So, if you have really practiced genuinely on loving kindness and compassion, then you will, then it's certain that you will have no longer interest for yourself, achieving one's own peace and happiness. Then one is delighted or happy to attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. And that's how it becomes the remedy to attach to the pleasure of peace. Therefore, if you have this perfection of practice on loving kindness and compassion, then you will have naturally diligent to practice Dharma in order to achieve the Buddhahood to benefit all sentient beings. That's the meaning why it says, if you have compassion, all Dharma is there.
대다르나 잠닝지 줄라 깨베 랑레 셴 제딘 랑레 셴 제발 준비기로 깨잡나 진잡나 제게도 랑주 똑베 동엘기 강시 셴기 동엘 꾼 양덕 세발 꾼네 깨보되니 초위노데 다 랑기 랑주 똑베 동엘라 제소 방네 다 샘전 탐제라 디나싱이 동엘다 강엘 요레 디 탐제 네 셀고 요레 담비기로 되게 와다 되네 셴 꾼기 동엘 강엘 탐제 셀되기 기반나 디니 깨보 디니 깨보 숨기 나네 되네 깨보 촉다 대과 전벽에 네바 깨보 촉이 세송말다 시에송바 따라 깨보 촉이 로 깨바 인데 베르나 담세 짐바 첨보 따보 다 담세 짐바 디 공도야 전송디
딜롱디 창주라 드링 거라 창주 람드링 거라디 롱디 개우숨기 에와갑스르다 디낭심. Okay. Therefore, by developing loving kindness and compassion in the mind, one cherishes one cherishes others more than oneself, then that is what, as Adisa taught, three types of individuals, and this is the supreme individuals qualities. And the quotation from here, quotation from the lamp for the path of enlightenment is here. It says, by examining the awareness of one's own suffering, one develops a desire to completely free all sentient beings from suffering. That's called supreme being. So when you examine your own suffering, then you realize others also going through the same suffering. Then you will have this unbearable desire of liberating other beings from suffering. And when you have this kind of desire in your mind, caring for others, then you become supreme beings out of these three types of individuals. And then, for example, it says, see the story of Brahma Mahadada, and which I said earlier that if we have time, enough time in the future, maybe we can go through his story. This story is available in Sutra.
야, 다디기 잠바다 닝지기 꼬르디 되네 다 냐메 더버를 뭐지 송비기 더버들 시샤 전에 슈투바이 되네 단다 다 두두 시점도 안돼
안돼 두두 시점은 됐다 근데 된게 같이
되네 더 정을 나와 상제 좀 된 얘기 되네 로바 람기 내가서 쇼로가 레레든도 꿀르레레 되네 르 땅내 가와제네 주베기 저 레레 슈나 삼성 되네 다들이 두세 당사면도 되시하로 디마선 네들마다 사제 네들마다 되네 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 아니
So actually, that is a concise way of explanation on loving kindness and compassion based on the teaching taught in Ornament of Precious Liberation. And I was actually thinking of saying some story about Buddha. When he was practicing on the path of Bodhisattva, he actually given up a body just for one shlok or one stanza of Dharma and so forth. But somehow we don't have time tonight. We also like to do the practice of Sajjana Dharma. So maybe from the next week, I will do each week I will do one story of Buddha's previous life, how much he sacrificed himself for searching for the Dharma. So today, the Sajjana Dharma will be practiced little differently than how I do usually, because it was led by His Holiness yesterday. So I'm going to use the same melody, and also the last 4 lines was repeated 3 times. So I will do exactly the same thing. Also, Kempola gave us a little longer time today, so we will do longer mantra. Maybe I'm hoping to do 1,000 Omane Pemehung. Okay? We have more than 10 minutes, I think. So that's enough. I mean, at my speed. You don't have to finish in your speed, okay? Because each person has different speed. Okay. Lama yedam khandu solai yapsai cheo rasam donsai chukye gol yapsai cheo yamaya namkha da nyambe semje tamje lama sangye rinpo chenlai yapsai cheo sangye chudan gende namlai yapsai cheo Lama yedam khandu solai yapsai cheo rasam donsai chukye golai yapsai cheo maya namkha da nyambe semje tamje lama sangye rinpo chenlai yapsai cheo sangye chudan gende namlai yapsai cheo Lama yedam khandu solai yapsai cheo rasam donsai Chugye golai gyabsan che o man be mo 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 man be o man be mo 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 man be o man be mo 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 o man be mo man be mo man be mo man be mo Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman be moman be moman be moman be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman be moman Oman be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman be moman be moman be moman be moman be moman be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman be moman be moman be moman be moman be moman be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 be Oman be moman be moman be Oman be moman 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 be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 be Oman be moman 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 be Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Man be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman 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 Oman be moman Oman be moman be moman be Oman be me. The 10 mala is done. Please remember the last 4 lines will be repeated 3 times today. Okay? Le da lo ya bo ke le yo wa yi den dai ne dai jo ya bo ye se wa ya zo sem je ye me de be ne na em gun je de kha ya zo General dedication. The Trashi prayer. Karamaya Bade Dembe Himboende Chodara Gwenjai Chabje Yume Tagbaya Rambe Peleve Traje Ju. Good night.